Okay, so the
Now to lose. That's curious.
If, say, Faker, one of our premier Nico players.
Corki kind of warps the whole draft and everything becomes about him. So T1.
So Senna, T1 definitely one of the best Senna teams in the world. Zaya Rakan. Nico for Faker, of course. Sejuani.
Yeah, I think you just go for the Vi. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, the Vi undercourt. Oh, man, we got the Viego. They think they're going to be able to burst somebody down quickly enough?
That is what Derek happy to play.
Actually really shocks you wouldn't take the Vi into the Corki.
Might look at it and be like, oh, but Zaya doesn't have a whole lot of range.
You know, we know that
yes, the classic. You know, it's not actually the classic. It's the new thing. The double support item, Senna Ornn lane. Extremely good hard engage. We've already seen this in the LCK. It is a menace, guys. This Ornn actually does end up getting levels and experience. Like, we've actually seen him get quite a few ornaments onto people. And it's just, Ornn's engage is like maybe the best engage in the game.
I don't think Aatrox will have too much fun.
Yeah, I mean, the engage here from Nico flank plus Ornn ult is so gross. Like, the flanking of Aatrox and Nico, you know, the Senna ult over the top feels really good. Let's see how long Satab can actually stay alive here. It's going to be quite the trick, I think, to keep him alive. He's going to get Nico ulted and then just blown up by Aatrox. What are your thoughts on Koma returning to coach T1? I mean, it's fine. He's probably just mostly doing, like, player management. I doubt he's doing much in terms of strategy.
In that bot lane matchup. Whereas Ornn, I feel like Ornn's kind of just chilling.
Yeah, he is. And wants to get the extra levels as well. So if Gumayushi just leaves Carrier alone for a little bit, then you could be getting to that level 14 mark, handing out all of the ornaments, having a great time. A little bit earlier on in this particular game. So a fun draft here for T1, but they have, you know, ran the Corki risk. And a Corki risk is something that we worry about here in the LCK, because Corki's really, 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 really mega strong.
Yeah.
Satab has also been a Corki player in the past. For DRX challenges, he was one of the
Ornn engage is insane versus ADCs like Jinx Ashe.
You know, in the Ludens.
Not that strong versus Zaya because of her ult. You know, true, but the problem is that how are you going to dodge both Ornn ult and Nico ult? You have to pick one. The other one hits you. It's so gross because with double support items, you can actually just build Frozen Heart onto Ornn.
Onto the Rift for the second game of our first series of the day.
Because, you know, one thing about this is that, you know, Frozen Heart will affect Corki, especially before he can get to, like, you know, Malignance, Eclipse, Muramana all at the same time. So, actually, you know, Frozen Heart has high value here. But who's going to build Frozen Heart? It's not going to be Viego, probably. Not until, like, third item, maybe. It's not going to be Zeus. So you just get to build Frozen Heart onto Keria, which is pretty nice. IMO.
Composition. Yep. A composition that T1 have destroyed in the past. In fact, the final day that both of these teams played last week was exactly the day that it happened.
I feel like a big thing with Corki comps is it all becomes about the dragons. Just because once you start getting the package, you start syncing it up. If T1 can get the early dragons, it kind of slows down the soul stacking. It means you can opt out if there's not a good setup. If someone eats, you know, a big one, takes a bit of poke. But something that I think is a really effective strategy against Corki teams is being able to start up a Baron when the package isn't available.
Yeah.
And T1, if anything, are a very Barony team.
They are Barony, quite Barony.
They're the most Barony team. They love Baron. Sneak a Baron, force a Baron.
Sponge moves on over. He's going to be spotted on a ward there as he starts off on his blue buff. Mirrored starts here on both sides, though. Blues across the board. As Faker should have a fair bit of control in this lane early on, of course. Corki known for his ability to do damage later, not earlier.
Yeah, and Ona looking to challenge really early already. I mean, that's the thing, you know, like you're into a tank jungler and a Corki mid-jungle.
Ooh, vertical.
I think being aggressive is going to favor T1, but yeah, just a quick response from Sponge just to answer back.
Really good defensive vision that DRX have put down earlier on as well. Does mean that Sponge knows that he can do this immediately.
Oh,
and immediately pathing.
Yeah, he realizes.
Drugs. Interesting.
Like, Ona didn't even have... I think he had the information from the blue buff, and he saw Sponge heading over. Yeah, he realizes...
Drugs. Interesting.
Like, Ona didn't even have... I think he had the information from the blue buff, and he saw Sponge heading over.
Yeah, he saw it on the ward from blue buff that he's walking out of his jungle.
We'll get a camp. It's a camp for camp, but Sponge ended up using a lot of time just walking up here, and Ona a bit ahead in terms of...
Ooh, that's a flash from Carrier very early on here. Fleta playing aggressively. You love to see it as DRX's bottom lane once again.
And the thing is, once you get a few levels on Ornn, you know, you have your dash, you have your W to, like, if you use it when the Rakan goes in for a W, you can cancel out the CC. You're a lot safer, but level 1 is definitely a vulnerability, and Carrier kind of just gets caught out there.
It's nicely done. Faker as well, trading very well against Setab in this mid lane. Setab just really wanting these minions to come a little closer, as the Blooming Burst is just frustrating for this Corki to deal with.
Should be able to recall and get a...
Oh, that was sneaky.
You know, the sad thing is that if Setab just held his nerve, he was fine there.
Yeah, he did move a very, 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 very small amount, so maybe that was just enough to move him out of the way. His grand entrance once again. No flash here from Carrier. It could be another first blood for DRX as he's burning. The flash comes through and Carrier walks it off.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's so close here for DRX on the bottom side. And
yeah, the funny thing too is that Ornn can just build the support item in lane too. So it's like as soon as you get it, you can start Ornn's shield, and as soon as you get enough gold for it, you just build the support item, which is very nice.
You end up getting Teddy Sums as a reward because there's a little bit of miscalculation. Oh,
that was cute.
Yeah, managed to get it in time.
Makes their way out, and of course they can do that together, which is handy. Setab has teleported back to the lane.
Setab already getting rocked. Faker's laning on these control mages has been so good this season. He's just bopping people in lane. Canceling recall, really just punishing really hard. You know, we saw him do this with Orianna versus Zeka's Corki also. He's just very good in a Corki lane. Look at that.
Looks for the knockup, does get it there onto Faker. Just on the edge, in fact. So nicely done. Able to trade back nicely, but you can see
he's still 2 waves down in CS.
Doesn't have a bunch of his health, and Faker in a similar boat, to be perfectly honest. But Setab with just the tier stacking up in comparison to the 2 books. Faker is well read. He is known for his reading of books, but he is going to be able to do so in lane as well. And oh man, catches him right on the end as Setab going aggressive. Faker, oh, just flashes. Picks that one up. I believe that was...
All right, credit. You know what? Credit to Setab. I appreciate that he's pushing his limits and he's playing aggressively here. Like, he sees all of Faker's abilities get dropped, and he realizes that he can actually Valk in and still has Foss Bomb, right? To go in on this, and he's going to proc E the entire time to maximize his shred. He's very close to getting this. He's very close to getting it. I actually like this play by Setab, guys. Like, I know he ends up giving up first blood, but he's not a coward. He's not a coward. It almost works. It's very close to working. Yeah, like, literally, he probably, you know, did he check an auto at any point? There's an auto. There's an auto. There's an auto. You wonder if he just holds his ground right here, if he just doesn't panic at the last second. I don't think his auto is going to do 100 damage, even with the shred guys. So I think he does need 2 autos from here.
Faker, just flashes, picks that one up. I believe that was.
But it's really close
there as well. And so Faker first blood solo kill.
Just way too ambitious from Satab. I think kind of overestimating his damage. Bear in mind, he had just a tier compared to the 2 amp tomes. I think he was hoping for just a little bit more in that trade to try and turn it around. Very aggressive play from both sides.
Did he hit the illusion after the Valk?
But he's going to be able to do so in lane as well. And oh man, catches him right on the end.
Yeah, it looks like he actually did hit the illusion after the Valk. Looks like he did auto the
Satab going aggressive.
The clone.
Just flashes, picks that one up. I believe that was the empowered auto there as well. And so Faker first blood solo kill.
Just way too ambitious from Satab. I think kind of overestimating his damage. Bear in mind, he had.
Nah, I disagree with that. I think it was really close.
I think he was hoping for just a little bit more in that trade to try and turn it around. Very aggressive play from both sides, but Faker ends up coming out ahead and adds 1 more to that kill tally.
Only 6 to go.
I think that's the, Satab is a rookie, guys. If I'm a coach and I'm looking at this team, I'm super happy that Satab went for that, right? That's how you actually learn limits. And what do we expect? We're not expecting this team to beat T1. What you want is to develop your players so that in the future you might be able to do it.
Yep. As another one. Faker just finding these tangle barbs over and over again.
I think as well, there's a lot of supports who have a ton of games, but obviously supports aren't really getting kills.
No.
So definitely role dependent as to who gets.
It took a very long time for people to catch up to Gorilla. That is very true. I believe Lehen's only just crested his assists. It took a very, very long time. Lehen's been playing for a while as well as Carrier. Able to get out of the way of the CC, utilizing his Bellows Breath. Pretty handy ability.
Learn from last time when he tried to go for the dash instead. And that's kind of the thing is that, Senec can just play at max range, hard to really pressure here, and the Ornn can just buffer the W from Rakan every time. So it's a pretty safe lane, and if you have a safe lane with Senna Ornn, you're in a good spot.
Oh yeah. Let's have a look at this one more time. This was, the Valkyries that Satab have been going for have been ambitious.
Yeah, and the problem is he takes full procs off the Q from Faker, so the E just clips him, and then he takes 3 hits off the Q. I think if any of those had missed,
he could have flashed. He could have flashed out of the.
Root or something.
He could have flashed the Q too, as well, instead of standing in it. He might have been able to win the trade if he didn't take the other damage.
Slinks off into the fiery mist here. And Rel not going to be able to find too much. Zeus not able to find the CC, but a fair bit of damage onto Rascal here, who doesn't get the 3rd Q. And a back to come down from Owner as well. Level 6 now on the Viego. Sponge looking for his. Should be next camp or maybe a couple more camps. You see Owner is very far ahead. That's 4 camp lead here for the Viego. Similar to what we saw from Cuz yesterday, actually. Really mopping up the jungle.
Yeah, that's the thing is Viego can just clear quite fast if he's left to his own devices, which he really has been here. But it's this entire top side. We have like a 20 CS in all 3 lanes.
Another Bellows Breath going to be used, but Carrier takes a fair bit of damage. Sorry, continue.
Yeah, I was just saying, there's like a 20+ CS lead in top, about 25, 20 CS lead mid, and as you just said, the big camp lead in the jungle. So really, this top side of the map for T1 kind of running away with the game, just having lane gaps.
Yeah, all over the place. Gurmushi and Carrier as well are sharing CS, so the lead that could have occurred on the bottom side for Teddy is just not really there. The sharing has sort of really helped out. And so Gurmushi Carrier, they're also ahead. They'll have more money as well, definitely, because Teddy does not have a World Atlas. And Fleta going to go aggressive. There is still the Corki, right? The Corki factor exists. But the problem is that he just may not get to the Eclipse Malignant.
He's 20 CS down and died.
Situation as Gurmushi does have to use the flash. There's a Featherstorm as Carrier trying to get himself out of the way, calls the Ram, and they
oh no!
Finds the stun max range. As Gurmushi does. There is still the Corki.
And this is the issue, guys. Like, you can only dodge one thing. It's like I said. Yeah, Teddy has Featherstorm, but
situation.
I mean, he has to dodge it, otherwise he gets knocked up right there.
There's a Feather Storm as Carrier trying to get himself out of the way, calls the Ram. And
gets hit even after the flash. That's so brutal.
Dawning Shadow flies forward as well, and Ona, he helps them.
Well, Teddy's done so now, guys.
Of the game and continues to go aggressive here, moving into the enemy jungle.
Honestly, second game in a row where like Ona's made a bot play and they kill Teddy, and then Ona actually nearly kills Platter, but like he flashes away last second just to stay alive. Kind of feels a bit of deja vu here, and now Sponge gonna be able to defend.
Teddy washed. No, Teddy's still good.
Really solid play coming out from T1, and this was the lane that was doing best for the DRX, and they've now just lost a couple of plates and had that kill go over to the Ornn. Bit of a disaster.
There really is. Let's have a look at it one more time. As it looked okay
Well,
here and getting the flash out.
I think the reason why Ornn bot lane is good now
this is the sort of thing
is because Frozen Heart is so cheap, guys. So
DRX, but
it's a combination of double support, and then in certain compositions, he gives you incredibly good engage out of the support position. And because he has more gold, due to the support item, he's able to buy items, and then Frozen Heart is just cheap. Yes, it's still 2,300 on this patch. It's 2,400 on 14.2. Live patch, it's 100 more. It doesn't make that big of a difference, guys.
It definitely isn't.
Right.
And last time around, it was DRX that had
At 2,400, it's still
as
cheap.
far as kills, and this time around, it is T1. They still have the massive CS advantages and just general global advantages around the map. And Blue Moon Burst not going to hit Satab too many more times. Level 8 now. So it does have.
Dude, I love those nerfs to Rookern that are coming in on 14.3 that. What was it? It changes it to like 15-second cooldown instead of 12. And it's like 18% of bonus health as opposed to 20%. Like, the item is still insanely good. But I don't understand how that would change anybody buying it whatsoever.
And T1 can only continue this now as well with the Void Grubs that they've picked up. You can see Zeus unleashing the mites on the turret as well.
Would I rank Kwangdong over DK and KT? I think you have to. They beat both of them.
But he's been somewhat muted after that initial kill. That's the wrong faker. Sponge looking for something here, but Satab just pushed all the way out.
They did win versus both of those teams.
Ona moving over. That is going to deny Satab's recall once again. I think that's like the 5th recall that Satab has been not allowed to do.
Yeah, and the thing is, Satab, we know the dragon's up, so him recalling, if he can pick up the package, would allow them the possibility to contest this. They've already secured one dragon, but T1 is going to move in pretty quickly. Oh my, it's huge, because the dragon's just going to go down before he gets back.
Yep.
Bear in mind, he has no TP, he just has to fly back over.
And Sponge, he's here, and he knows what's going on, and he knows that there's absolutely nothing he can do about it. See what the soul is going to be, as this one cloud is going to be taken down, and 2 games in a row, it's going to be Hextech Soul. It's a lot of value, as that's the right direction. Satab able to get himself out of the range of another Q from Faker if it was to come in. So keeps himself alive. And yeah, it's 2-0. Not a lot of kills, but you can see in the gold at the top of your screen, DRX are just slowly but surely falling apart.
Yeah, and this Cork is so far away from being relevant that I feel like it's just kind of fruitless to talk about. Really, it's kind of looking at when is Teddy going to be strong, because that seems like a more immediate factor. But when you have like this Ornn to cut through, who's pretty close to already having a frozen heart, it's going to be a rough time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, some Void Mites heading towards the turret here as Faker going for a back and cancels it in the end.
So if you guys are wondering why this Ornn is strong right now, check this out. 12.5 minutes. Bombies. Frozen Heart. ADCS. 1 kill. Look at the items he has at 12 minutes into this game. This is fucking ridiculous. Like, it doesn't even matter if Ornn is just never going to give out ornaments because he's playing as support. How stupid is it? You know, if you were playing a jungler, there's no way you would have both of these items at 12 minutes with only 1 kill. You know what I mean? Like, this is so stupid. Look at Rakan. He's got Kindle Gem and boots too. ND048, thank you. Look at the diff. Look at the diff. Look at it. Look at it. Kindle Gem, Boots 2 to Frozen Heart, Bombies, Boots 1. Look at Rascal. Rascal has Boots 2, Bramble Vest. This motherfucker has Frozen Heart. Like, he's more useful than this Cassante. And not only does he have 86 CS, you know, he's getting gold potentially from Senna's support item as well if she's like executing minions. Like, rah! This is why we play Ornn Senna lanes with double support items. Like, I want to see every player's income. How rich is this fucking Ornn right now?
So that means that is not going to be an issue. But now with the bottom lane in mid, this
Cassante has a decent amount of unspent money. True. Ornn is obviously going to have less unspent money because you can just build the items in lane. But that shit's so annoying.
You know, the Void Grubs, I feel like, as far as objectives go, haven't felt the most...
To be fair, guys, Ornn support will probably still be good with Senna, even without double support item. If it's only Senna with a support item, it's still probably good. But it's not this good.
They will just charge in. And, you know, there wasn't even that much time where...
The gold graphic is coming. Where is it? Show me the gold!
2 plates to go down.
And that was right before they are going... they are set to fall as well. We've got about 40 seconds until those plates are gone. And all of them have been defended outside of one here for T1.
All right. So Cassante went back, guys.
6 Void Grub game.
Cassante went back. He bought. He had a Sheen and a Cloth Vest. That's what he bought. Or Cloth Armor. So he didn't have that much money.
Tower taking ability is pretty severe. And it just means you have to be so sharp. If you leave a window open, they will just charge in. And, you know, there wasn't even that much time where Corki wasn't present bot to defend the tower. And that was enough for 2 plates to go down.
And that was right before.
Yeah, it's 1,300. 1,000 for Sheen, 300 for Cloth Armor.
Those plates are gone.
Yeah, 1,300 gold.
All of them have been defended outside of
one. Ornn is so fucking rich.
T1. And that early push from DRX, certainly a good thing, but not really feeling like enough to get them any sort of meaningful lead. And we mentioned, you know, the fact that Corki is sort of just a scaling composition by himself.
1,200 next patch? Or is Sheen going to 900 next patch?
And then he's spotted on a wall.
I didn't see that change.
What is the point of taking package now?
Well, so that you can get out of this.
Oh my god.
Lead defended outside of... You mentioned, you know, the fact
why are we taking package with 3 minutes left on Drake? What is he doing?
Oh no.
And then he's spotted on a ward.
Like,
what?
What is the point of taking package
now? Thank you.
Well, so that you can get out of this.
That's cool.
Nailed it. Sponge gonna look for
my son is off school this week for winter break. He came to give me this.
Featherstone going to be used. Pop Blossom comes down, and that is a dead rel. Nicely picked up there, and Faker grabs yet another one. Good grand entrance, though, as there is the Heartbreaker flash to get Owner out of there. He should be all right, as Carrier takes another turret shot as well. Ooh, Faker taking a lot of damage underneath this turret as well, but one good grand are going to be able to push them away. So, okay, fair.
So he dodges
gonna be used.
Pop Blossom.
Comes down, and that is a dead rel. Nicely picked up there, and Faker grabs
and we're just gonna walk through. Blood has a pretty good recon ult.
As Carrier takes another turret shot as well. Ooh, Faker taking a lot of damage underneath this turret as well, but should mean that T1 can escape, and it's just Sponge that does go down.
Yeah, no real MR on Sponge yet, and a lot of magic damage coming out there from Faker. Just gonna get blown up. 5,000 now, the gold.
I missed the engage?
Okay,
no, I didn't.
So that you can get out of this. Nailed it. Sponge going to look for a bit of a shattering strike here. T1 are going to be able to push them away. So, okay. Featherstone going to be used. Pop Blossom comes down, and
that engage combo is so nasty. And you just get you get owners resetting instantly. Oh no! Yeah, you're right. Carry, I didn't get the knock up. So tragic.
And Faker grabs yet another one. Good grand entrance, though, as there is the Heartbreaker flash to get Owner out of there. He should be all right, as Carrier takes another turret shot as well. Ooh, Faker taking a lot of damage underneath this.
Blood interrupted with Recon Charm. Yeah, it looked like he got CC'd by the ult right before he hit the tower.
Yeah, no real MR on Sponge yet. A lot of magic damage coming out there from Faker.
Is it bad to take package if they know they aren't contesting Drag 3? Yes! Because then the other team knows too.
Yeah, just kind of ridiculous.
But I just feel like
you're not winning a mind game. Then they also know that you suck at fighting drag. And like, what else is this Corky gonna do? He fucking built Tier and Hexdrinker. Do you know how far away he is from being relevant? Literally, the only thing he can do is slap them with his package. That's his only thing he can do. Look at his items.
That a thing, but you've just desynced it.
So you're basically just conceding next Drake.
Wait for the following one to have package, or if you just
yeah, you gotta slap him with the package, man. That's the only way you deal damage in this situation.
I also just don't really like the whole situation at all, but maybe desperation here from CET wanting to try and win some sort of skirmish. But T1, they managed to win that, and now they're pushing even further. This inner turret, man, that would be pretty backbreaking as far as an advantage. And Carrier is also just using
Carrier splitting so he can get levels faster.
In the bottom lane, and there's no one there to answer.
Yeah, he's actually probably just going to get that with some support from his AD
T1 is the best team at using Void Grub buff that I've seen. They're so good at like using this advantage to take turrets. Like, they're the only team that has realized, or who can, it's not that realized, who can execute having the faster turret taking and really like push the limits of that, like you just saw. You know what I mean? They're like, fuck it, you can have Herald. We might get 2 inners in trade for Herald. We're trading up. But you could only do that if you had the 2 Void Grub Herald buff. I missed the gold graph. Where was it? Where was it?
Not much Grub game. Yeah.
Where was it? No, I wanted to see it.
I don't know whether CET can really offer too much.
After the mid fight? Oh, okay.
Just games in a row. And he knows what's going on.
A bit to defend the top.
On to get nailed it. Sponge gonna look for a bit of a shot. A lot of damage on Faker. I just feel like it. So now I really like the whole situation. Gold lead, you can see Sponge that does. Alright, Storm gonna be used. Pop Blossom comes down, and that is a dead rel.
Okay.
Nicely picked up there, and Faker grabs yet another one. Good grand entrance though, as there is the Heartbreaker flash to get Owner out of there. He should be alright, as Carrier takes another turret shot as well. Ooh, Faker taking a lot of damage underneath this turret as well, but should mean that T1 can escape, and it's just Sponge that does go down.
Yeah, no real MR on Sponge yet. A lot of magic damage coming out there from Faker. Just gonna get blown up. 5,000 of difference.
Yeah, just kind of ridiculous.
But I just feel like in the plates from T1 making a massive difference.
Yeah, just kind of
have a game plan. Decent, or if you just.
There we go. Yep, Carrier's at 5,600. He's literally 400 gold richer than Teddy. He's almost as rich as Zeus, and he's a fucking support Ornn. Very cool. He has 2,100 more gold than Pleta.
Keep picking it up off cooldown. It's never going to be synced again.
Nope. I also just don't really like the whole situation at all. But maybe one and a
top.
Yeah, Owner is gonna be able to get CET here. Does use the flash, but there is the stun. And is he able to do anything? The answer is no. And he also gives the assist over towards Gumayusi as well.
Yep, well, really nicely played.
You know, I ain't saying that Guma's a gold digger, but Carrier's really rich, you know what I mean? That's how the song goes, right, guys?
They're not able to burst out CET in time, but you get rid of the package in here. I mean, that minion's pathing was a little bit sus. You should have suspected that. Sponge just getting caught out, and again, the magic damage doing so much when he has no magic resist yet.
Yeah, Faker collects another kill as well, so he is, I believe, only 5 away at this point in time. And we're even going to check this one out. Owner just going to be ulting right on top of CET. Gets the stun in the end, and the Dawning Shadow helps out.
Yeah, everything just hits. You know, pretty close to not being able to get it. If anything,
So what's the actual reason double support item isn't happening in every game in every region? It kind of is. Like, it's not happening this game because Xayah Rakan has been pretty strong, and especially as you get into late game. And Xayahs have not been building it.
Very large.
Yeah, some of the crit or Kraken Slayer ADCs have not been building it because they scale well. But I don't think it's ideal. I think that double support pretty strong.
And he's down in gold.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Carrier is up a lot of thousands as, okay, that's a decent engage here from Pleta, finding Xayah, doing a fair bit of damage. Sponge also moving in, but really not getting the Magnet Storm onto anyone that he really wants. Maybe not enough metal players on the side of T1. They are just going to have to back away.
I guess Xayah's flash, but like as far as summoners to get, I feel like Xayah's flash is kind of low down in the tiers. Plus the problem is Dragon's in like 4 minutes 30, so
did it get nerfed for live yet? Yeah, it got nerfed on 14 too.
Yep. And yeah, you can see
it'll be gone soon.
Everyone on T1 is ahead of everyone on DRX apart from Teddy.
Here we go. Checking in. Yep, cool. Cool. Keria is actually well ahead of Rascal by 800 gold. He's richer than Cassante.
Teddy has slightly more gold than Ona, which I'm not even sure is a copper lining.
Yeah, no, there's the linings are not looking great for anything at all, as Gumayusi already doing a fair bit of damage here, as we can see. Taking a lot also, as, not quite enough for the Dash Cannon, Pop Blossom, but the knockups are going to be there.
Faker decided not to flash for that one.
And T1 kind of okay with this. They're just going to push them away from...
Good news, guys. Good news. 18 minutes in this game, Satab, he's almost got his Muramana. He's almost got it. Oh, 3 more mana. Woo! Oh, not yet. It's on cooldown.
Rather a lot, you know?
No, get it. Should have. No.
I would say...
there it is. He shot the Void Grub. Hurrah. He got it. He got it, guys.
I think that's what we
Yeah. Yeah, he got it.
So 2 more items to go. Yeah. Not looking so hard.
Maybe next game.
19 minutes.
Woo! Yeah, because it's not looking like it's going to be something that you're going to be allowed to do.
You know, and as far as
think of this,
yeah,
you know,
it seems so.
It was still yet to be used here by Sponge, who wants to find some sort of lane that he can actually get meaningful damage. And there it is. It's this bottom lane.
You know, considering how much they lost to get the Herald, like they lost bot tier 2
and mid
damage on mid tier 2. Yeah, they don't even get bot tier 1. I'm going to go with not worth.
I'm going to say not worth. They're also then here for Ona to rotate down. The rest of the team also coming in. There's a Magnet Storm from Sponge as we have a look towards the top side. Pleta finds the quickness. They're looking to lock down Carrier, but...
Does he take damage?
No, not really. He's just trying to turn it around, gets a Feather Storm, and continues walking at... No, not really. He's just trying to turn it around.
Why did he Feather Storm?
Does he take damage?
No, not really. He's just trying to turn it around down Carrier, but...
Does he take damage?
No, not really. He's just trying to turn it around, gets a Feather Storm, and continues walking at them.
Was that a center route? Didn't look like it.
Just trudging down the rift, breaking his own things, and just not really worried about anything at all. Brittle, not going to be proc there onto Sponge.
Sorry, the center route looks a little weird on this skin.
Faker is going to look to support, and now Xayah wanting to find Satab, and he'll find him. And that is a real scary one. Flash does come out, but I don't know whether Satab can escape this. Where's the Valkyrie?
7 seconds.
The Valkyries are coming to take him to Valhalla. That's the joke. That's the joke. The Valkyries are there. They're coming to take Satab to Valhalla. Can't even make good myth jokes like Monty. Nobody does mythology jokes better than Monty, guys. It's true. That's why you're here.
Well, I think the chances of Sponge stealing this pretty low.
Yeah, limited.
Those procs, though, maybe no, he doesn't even get those.
All right, well, the Ram comes down. They do manage to catch Pleta here. Azona looks for a little bit more CC. Heartbreaker comes down. Rascal going to be the next target here as Teddy takes the base gate. Yeah, Faker is after him. There's a Pop Blossom. Teddy able to avoid that. And that will be able to keep
Faker just refuses to use flash.
Needed flash.
He gets that if he gets 100% if he flashes. Because he knows that Teddy has no ult. Or he should know from comms.
Could have pressed that button. Still,
See, Faker was tired of wasting flash like he did last game.
Yeah, this is a difficult game here for DRX at this point in time. Pletter is going to die, and there's going to be a kill going over to Owner. Now Rascal fighting alongside Satab against Zeus. 2 versus 1. I'm almost favoring the 1 here, but it is going to be Rascal picking it up in the end.
Carrie's just here to stand there and look at them.
Late, and Faker is a little bit distracted by winning the game by the looks of things. Still needs a few more kills like Faker.
He's been hunting for them. You've seen him trying.
Yeah. But you don't win the game, then you definitely can't get.
I don't think I've ever seen a competitive game with a Rel jungle end well. Yeah, no, there's a lot of good Rel jungle games, man. Our guy Lucid has had a bunch of really good Rel jungle games so far this year in LCK.
Just gonna go back home.
Will we get a guest appearance of Doe at some point? Possibly.
Locks down a solo.
We shall see. We shall see.
That twist, I think, is kind of how I'd 12,000 is the goal, and 3 dragons would have been a Hextech soul.
Yeah, this is a vacuum.
Holy shit, guys! I was looking at that. And I was like, oh, he's got chain vest. Is he building Jack Show? He literally just goes back and just buys Jack Shows. What, chain vest to Jack Show is what, 2,500 gold? He just had 2,500 more gold just in his pocket. 1 kill, 3 assists. That's it.
Yeah, this is like a.
He's actually unkillable.
Lining or a void lining, abyssal lining. I think there's no lining.
We get a Discord note. Okay, I get it.
Okay with that?
I think that's how I would describe it. Yeah, that's what I'd go for.
It's not great.
He violated Rascal's corpse.
And 3 dragons would have been a Hex.
All right, let's watch it.
Important things at stake right now.
No, precisely. As Rascal going to turn it here. Carrier going to flash on over, and yeah. Gumushi turns up.
Walks over. Bellows breasts him.
And now.
Then hammers him into the ground.
Go back home. Satab may just die here.
That's good.
A bunch of buttons in his face. And Gumushi locks down a solo.
Yep.
Just slams him with the hammer after using all his normal abilities.
12,000 is the goal, and 3 dragons would have been a Hextech soul.
Yeah, this is like a.
That one goes on Ornhub for sure, guys.
Void lining, abyssal lining.
Under the necrophilia tag.
I think
there's no lining that's good.
I think vacuum lining. I think
you're okay with that.
I think that's how I would describe it.
Yeah,
that's what I'd go for.
It's not great. Carrier is split pushing.
The thing is, no one's even nearby.
No one's here. Where is everyone?
Where is DRX?
Well, they're not mid. That's dead.
Well, there's one of them.
Yeah, there we go.
You guys love it. That's why you come here. Don't you sit there and chat going, huh? You come here so you can hear about necrophilia on Ornhub and Yord holes. That's why you're here. I don't have to worry about losing my co-stream privileges because I have none.
Good package there from Satab, and now he's on the wrong side of this one. Knockup is going to come through onto Zeus. Blade Caller is good, and Zeus will be taken down. But now the cavalry will turn up. There's another Corki. That's a decent way of dealing with it, I guess. But he's going to take a lot of damage. Teddy on the fountain is kind of looking like his old self as that fountain laser. But still, these Nexus turrets are going to be turned to...
Only erudite jokes on the stream, of course. You can be erudite and profane at the same time. That's not, they're not in opposition to each other. That's not an oxymoron.
T1 will get the job done in the end. Decent little dash there from Owner, and he keeps himself alive at the last
Look,
second.
you may not like the Marquis de Sade, but he was both profane and erudite.
100 wins, and also congratulations on T1 for an early trip home.
Yeah, I mean, they
he did it again, Monty.
Forward with Featherstorm there from 10.
Do they have bad blood?
I'm pretty sure Rascal pressed a button, but I'm not entirely sure. Pop Blossom going to be channeled here as Sponge is going to dive on into it. Looks for a last-ditch attempt as Faker goes golden. He picks up another kill here. That's his 3rd for the game, but he will end up going down. Good package there from Satab, and now he's on the wrong side of this
comboing him into a brilliant. He just bellow breaths him for fun.
Blade Caller is good, and Zeus will
That's
be
funny.
taken down. But now the cavalry
What Rascal did to carry him.
That's a decent way of dealing with it, I guess. But he's going to take a lot of damage. Teddy on the fountain is...
This game was actually really fun. This game was a banger. Game 1 was a little bit of a fiesta. This one was actually a banger, dude. This actually shows you some really good gameplay from T1.
avoid him.
And very good
And now the
strategies.
Nexus will be taken down, and T1 gonna look for that swift.
Kyria got his upgraded Jack shows. He did it at the end of the game.
Decent little dash there from Owner, and he keeps himself alive at